All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. It's 7 p.m. Well, we'll be in 15 seconds anyway. My watch probably isn't synced. Hi, I'm John Riley, KU5I. If you don't know me, you're probably new here, and thanks for coming. We're happy to see you. I'm the president of the South Texas Amateur Radio Club, and welcome to our August Eyeball Meeting. What we do in this meeting is we'll do a brief rundown of some club business, what's going on, a couple of reports here and there. Typically, we have a program after that, but we don't have a program this month, unfortunately. I did get a little bird in my ear told me that Pete is going to do a program for us next month on surface mount, right? Is that what it was? On surface mount, which should be very cool. Looking forward to that. So as I just said to Sparky, we'll get through the business and then we'll just leave it open for fellowship and y'all can sit around and talk about radio, which is why we're all here, right? That's kind of awesome. So first and foremost, I do see that we have a couple of people that I don't know. So a club tradition is that we embarrass you and ask you to say hi and wave your hand and say who you are. If you're visiting Ham, what your call sign is. And if not, you know, something about yourself and some things that you might be interested in about amateur radio. So unfortunately, we're kind of tied up with a cable here this evening. So I don't know how much I'll be able to wander, but we'll give it a try. Sorry for all you folks online. Sparky, I'll try not to hit the camera. And I think that's as good as we're going to get. I feel like I'm at a wedding, right? I'm like the MC at a wedding, really bad. All right, hands up for new people. Going once, going twice. All right, we'll start over here.
Chris Edwards, my wife Tammy, and I've been a ham at STARC for quite a while, and but I live over in Port A, so I haven't shown up very much.
Okay.
And, so anyway, I'm here tonight. Pete was going to share with me some surface mount information because I wanted to try that. And,
Okay.
So
outstanding. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. I know you people. You aren't new. Okay, super. Well, I'm glad to hear that. We get a lot of folks who actually check that out online. So another props to Sparky for making that happen because that's kind of awesome that we do that. Let's see, Bill, you have some guests. So they're just are they here for moral support or were you talking about radio? All right, very good. I kind of figured that was the case. All right, how about y'all over here?
Howdy, I'm Richard Harrell. I was going to say it's his fault. No. My wife Amber and Max, joined them up. Went with Dale and got to volunteer and pull some cables and stuff in the Lex. Interested mostly, in communications, like maybe out Dale's way, and my folks live out that way. And I have an IT company on SPID. I've been there over 25 years and trying to get a real job. But anyway, I'm there till I'm not. So if anybody wants to find me on SPID, across from Turner's Garden Land. But yeah, just want to learn all that I can. We don't have a ham license yet, but maybe could go that direction. Just start off easy and see what happens there. Thank you.
Well, great. We're very happy you're here. I don't think I'm going to reach over here, so you just want to say hi.
I'm Doug Carter. I'm previously for this club, I've been a secretary and I've been a director for a couple of go-rounds. So I know a few of the old guys like Pete there.
Everybody knows Pete.
And this old guy right here.
And yeah, and Charles, are we talking about, or David there? Or both? All right. Okay. That's amazing. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we're happy to have you here. Thanks for coming. Okay. I think I got everybody there. So I'm going to, oh, no. Okay. I missed you. I'm sorry. You were hiding on me.
I'm Larry, WA5ABF. I'm technically not a new member. Just him. Been about 4 or 5 years.
Okay. Awesome. Very good. Oh, I didn't know that. See, you're hiding on me. I said radio people. You're like, no, we're just here for support. So now you're getting the mic now.
Hi, I'm Dale Telford, and I'm glad to be back. It's been a while since I've been out here, and just want to say that I hadn't been on the radio at all, but I'm trying to get there. Bill does push me, so. Yeah.
Well, thank you. And you want to say hi?
Hello, I'm Evelyn. I'm looking at getting my technician operating license thing. So I'm doing that because it's interesting.
Very cool. Well, welcome to radio, y'all, and welcome back. Even more important, that's outstanding. I always love to see new people come back. So we typically don't cover finances now that we're on the internet as well. If you have any questions about the finances, you're welcome to reach out to any board member. Come up to the table here. Sparky's got a sheet that gives the rundown on it. Jim Wilkin, who would typically give our repeater report, actually Rachel's in the hospital today. So if y'all could keep her in your prayers, that would be amazing. Jim texted me earlier today and let me know. I have a couple of things to report about the repeaters. I will not remember any of it. I do know that Jim had gone out and checked on the one we're using for Crossroads to see if it could be moved elsewhere, and decided that that was not, in fact, going to happen because there was too much noise there. Just out of curiosity, how many of y'all are using Crossroads or Fusion? I ask about that. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so for those of you who didn't put your hands up, we have two linked repeater networks here in Corpus Christi. One is the Crossroads Radio Network, which reaches all the way up into Katy and Bayside, and the other one is the San Antonio Digital Radio Club, which reaches all the way to Fort Worth. The digital one is Yesu Fusion, and the other one is All Star, and can be used with any radio, of course. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, Racy's Aries, also typically Jim. I have no updates for Racy's. We were activated for the soft activated for the hurricane, as you're aware, and we're still looking for Aries volunteers. So if you're interested in serving and you'd like to step up, we'd love to have you. That organization has been very persistent in reaching out to us to provide somebody for that. So if you feel a call to do that, that would be fantastic. As you all know, probably we have an installation on Lexington. I see Joel's here. I'll put him on the spot and he can give an update on what's going on at the Lex.
More than happy. I unfortunately missed the last couple meetings, but glad to be back here tonight with everyone. Before I get started, we have one burning question. All right, it's to you, John. How did you check in to the repeater while you were in Connecticut?
Different John.
Oh.
Not me.
Different John. Oh, I thought it was you.
That was probably K1IMD.
Oh, everybody wants to know. The links, yeah, that's what I kind of thought and hoped, but anyway. Okay, Lexington. We moved the Kenwood radio down to the new radio room. In case you don't know, we have an air conditioner in there that the Lexington gave us, and that's in there full time now. Still working on more tables and chairs. As far as the wiring that we had lots of help pulling in that we're going to reroute, I'm still waiting for cooler weather, and nobody wants to be in that ship when it's 100 degrees out here. It's just miserable. So I'm looking at that when the weather breaks this fall, where we can get out there and pull the wire back and go back to the new route. Hopefully get that taken care of. The Scanty is up and working good. David, AF5NF, has made lots of contacts. He was just telling me earlier about a contact he made to Trinidad, the island, Trinidad and Tobago. So we're getting out good there. We're getting a lot of activity. David comes in Tuesdays and sometimes Fridays, I think. I'm usually there on Tuesdays. So if you ever decide you want to make a trip out, those are the couple of the best days because there'll probably already be somebody there. Trying to think what else. There's a lot of activities going on the ship. They are, just for your general information, they're very close to open a Women in the Navy display, and it will be the best really display they've got on the ship. There's a lot of interactive stuff. There's a lot of video panels. They've got a tremendous amount of donations that are going to show period costumes, and there's even, I think one area, they've got a little display on radio operators. So should be an excellent display exhibit that they've got going there. They are also going to do both the original Tom Cruise movie. My mind went blank. Top Gun, yes. How could I forget that? And like a week or two later, they're going to do Maverick, and they do that usually up on the flight deck. So I went to that a couple years ago, and it's just a blast if you happen to want to get out and do something. Trying to think anything else on radios, but it's there and ready for our use if anyone wants to come out and use it. Just get with one of the board members if you can, if you need to make it out there on a different day or something, or send an email. We have had some people come in and as guests. We had the president, I think he was, of the Mexican association similar to the ARRL come aboard. David was with him and just had a really good day talking to all kinds of people out through Mexico. So that was a nice addition. But other than that, we're ready to operate anytime people want to come out.
Awesome. Thank you, Joel. Appreciate that. And what he was referring to is if you would like to visit the Lex, we have some passes because the club is a member. You can just see any board member and we can hook you up with one of those passes. It's for you and 3 other folks. Let's see what else we got here. So we had a successful garage sale, I guess we would call it, at Jim Wilkins' house a couple of weeks ago, where we had some radio equipment that had been part donated and part we were selling for a silent key. We're going to have another one of those here shortly that probably has a little bit of a wrinkle in it considering the Wilkins' current state, but watch your email blasts because we'll be sending out a note. We have another set of donations in terms of equipment. This is not as nice as the last set, just to be in complete honesty, but we all have a box in our garage full of cables and connectors, and if you would like more of those, we have lots available. So please come out and check that out. Let's see, what else we got here. Oh, we received an email recently from a club in Brazil that was seeking QSL cards from here. So if you have one and you would like to send it down to them, let me know. I'll get you the address and we can send that down there. They were trying to collect cards from various parts of the world that they couldn't reach necessarily, which I thought was kind of neat. And then, yes, sir. Oh, fantastic. Thanks so much for doing that. I'm glad you saw that and did that. They seemed like nice folks, and I sent them one of mine as well. Over the last couple of months, we've talked a little bit about forming a partnership with the Museum of Science and History here in Corpus Christi. Just a report about that. That's continuing. The museum has requested a grant, which will include an exhibit space about ham radio, and we will be the owners of that. So we're kind of thinking about what that might look like. The space would probably be the size of a small room is how I would describe it. So like a bathroom or something if you just want to set it in your mind. We're going to have an active setup there. We have applied for a grant from ARRL for that. If we don't get that grant, we'll probably assemble it in a different way. But we plan to have a functioning station at the museum, just like we do at the Lexington, that we can demonstrations and let people come operate there if they would like to. And then we'll have a history of ham radio type of exhibit, which is, more homebrew machines with LEDs in them to make them look lit up and stuff like that. So very excited about that. It's great to have that partnership with the museum. As you all are probably aware, we had summer field day there, which was pretty well attended. It was pretty hot, so maybe that kept some of folks away. And I expect that relationship to continue, so that's super. So just think about that. If you have any ideas for that exhibit, go ahead, reach out to our board member, reach out to me, and we'd love to hear it because we want this to be a thing for everyone in the club. No, not at the moment. So the question was, are we looking for anything specific? And I would say historical radios is how I would describe it. And I'm sure we all have tons of that type of equipment. So that our XYLs would probably be very happy to see the end of and have it go elsewhere. So I know mine would. So just look at it through that lens. If you can part with something, please do so. Correct. I would say probably less. So the question is what the timeline was, if it's going to be a year out or farther or less. I would say probably less, just judging by the eagerness of the director to get us in there. She is her dad was a ham. She's way too busy to be a ham herself, but she's very ham friendly and is very passionate about this. So in terms of topics that she's looking forward to doing quickly, I think we're it. But I don't have a specific number. And so what Steve is asking is there's for those of you who have not been to the museum, there's sort of two sides to it. There's one facing the bridge and the port building and one facing the water garden. Currently, the entrance is on the port side and they're moving it to the water garden side. That project is pending. I think we would probably be in there before that took place and we would get moved with everything else, is what I suspect will happen. Just knowing what I know about how long it takes the city to do anything, I'm going to hazard a guess that we'll be in there long before they move that door. So, yeah, just, experience talking. That's all I had for this evening. Like I said, it was going to be quick, and I was going to put the floor up to Sparky, and Sparky's putting his hands up. So, okay. Oh, excellent. Yeah. So, remind me what Chuck's call sign is. W5CRP. Chuck was kind enough to donate a boatload of the aforementioned materials and that we're going to be using for the garage yard sale, including the aforementioned connectors. So this month we gave the Hammy, which is the appreciation award for the club, to Chuck, because he's done a lot for the club and we really appreciate that. So if you're watching, thank you. All right, Jim, I'm looking at you. Got anything else? Hang on.
For y'all who may not know Chuck W5CRP, he was the owner-operator of the 08 machine before it went down. He lost his tower space. I've known Chuck's many years. He's from Taft, where I grew up. So, yeah, but that's who gave us stuff.
Well, thank you for telling me that. I did not know that. I knew about 08 machine, but I didn't know you guys knew each other that long. That's awesome. All right. And yes, Sparky. Oh, please do come on down, sir. Yeah.
I don't know if you were going to talk about it. Future upcoming stuff. Okay. So just to kind of put some stuff in out there so that you could start taking dates into consideration. We're in August. Hurricane season's not over yet, so that's date number one. Don't forget, we're not out of the woods. We've been lucky so far. We have the Thanksgiving potluck that's going to be coming up, so go ahead and start digging into your box of recipes and find something that you might want to share with the rest of the group when we have our get-together in November. It's probably not going to be the fourth Thursday because we'll have to see how it schedules out with. It'll probably be the Thursday before, so it'll be the third Thursday instead of the fourth Thursday in November. And then December, we're working on locking down the scheduled Christmas dinner at Silverado again. So that's going to be a You Go Dutch, but we'll all sit in the group area and we'll see about getting some games set up and some door prizes and again, have some fellowship amongst ourselves. One of the many opportunities for you to have a good meal. So take advantage of that. And then real quickly after December, we're going into January Winter Field Day. So we need to kind of lock down where we would like to have Winter Field Day. The last 2 years, it's been a little chilly when we do have Winter Field Day. We did one at Goose Island. Last year, we did it here. And so if anybody has ideas, locations where we can have opportunity for restroom facilities and maybe a little shelter and maybe a little commercial power, but bring out your radios, bring out your battery supplies, do POTA style activations, emergency comms. So it'll be cooler, but then it'll be the opposite. It'll be too cold. So, make sure you have a real nice coat by then. We got a couple things coming up. The year's not going to come to an end here quickly. We're going to stay busy right into the new year, and then we'll be into elections in March. So, and then we'll start all over again. So we got a lot of things coming up. So get ready.
And for the record, I prefer to call it Hamsgiving. Hamsgiving. Oh, James, you slipped in. I didn't see you there, sir. You want to come up and talk about testing? 85 TC is going to come talk to us about all things VE. There you go, sir.
I haven't been informed yet on the ham cram session yet. I think there's applications still coming in, so we'll let you know on that as soon as it's available. Our next big testing session will be on September the 28th. That'll be be here at this facility. We hope to crank off about 10:30-ish. So if anybody wants to take tech test or upgrade, that would be your opportunity to do so. Also, we're going to run a tailgate that day. So start getting your stuff together, your list of what you need and stuff that you don't need. Bring it out here 7:30-ish. We'll be set up in the shade somewhere in the parking lot. So come on out, bring your table or drop the tailgate on your truck or whatever, and throw your stuff out there. So share it with the rest of the ham community. Also, our affiliate, the San Antonio Digital, they're going to run a tailgate. We made it last year. 4 of us from here made it last year. It was very much larger than our tailgate. Lots of quality stuff up there. And we really got to get handshakes on with the club up there. Great bunch of guys. And, don't hesitate to get on that Fusion net because you're always welcome. So the other thing that we have is a board meeting that morning. It might be short 1 or 2 of us. But Hamfest are getting far and few in between. So if you've got equipment that you don't need or something that you do need, you need to support our sister and brother clubs that are in the area. And this would be one way that you could do it is run up there and support them. And that'll be on September the 21st. But keep in mind, and on the 5th of October is Belton. Ask anybody around that's been to Belton and they'll fill you in on the details. I won't bore you with anything about Belton. But 28th, get that on your calendar, VE testing session. Remember, if you're upgrading, bring a copy of your license with you because we have to turn that into the ARRL/FCC. And if you're doing take the tech test, please go establish your CORS account and get your FRN number. We really don't have the facilities to assist you test day to get that FRN. So please get that ahead of time. If you run into any problems, contact any of the board members or even myself, and we'll help you try to help you go through the steps. But once you get your account established, it is your doorway into the FCC database. And you can look at your account over there and get your FRN number off of it. Check and see if you're due, when you'll be due for a renewal. There is a $35 charge for renewals now, where they were free in the past. So, guys, gals, buckle down, get your CORS account open, get it behind you. So when it does come time to renew your license, it'll be a piece of cake. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And for those of you like me whose licenses expire in 2030, they'll have some new system by then. So, right, you just wait it out, which is what I'm doing. It'll have some snappy new acronym. Anything else from the floor about anything anybody would like to talk about? Put you on the spot. You want to talk about, like moon bounces or anything going, ARPS, anybody? No? Okay. What? Oh, yeah. What's up, Radar? I don't know of anything going on with DMR. Do you? No. So we know it has issues. It hears, it just can't get out, if I remember correctly. It's deaf. Oh, it can't hear, but okay.
That site tends to have a lot of noise, so we're trying to mitigate some of that. And that was something Jim was working on. So we're going to continue to work on that. I think John Andrews can help us out a lot on that aspect, and I think he's due to come back to the area here soon.
Well, he was complaining about how cold it was on Tuesday. So we have plenty of heat here. Maybe we can lure him down here because it's like 58 degrees in New Hampshire, and we all love to hear about how cool it is. All right. Okay. Okay. We'll get an answer for you, Radar. Yes, sir. Where you go? Oh, there you go. Oh, that's interesting. So what we're saying is we have varying reports of the effectiveness of that DMR repeater. That's a good clue. We'll look into that. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. No dice. Huh. Okay. Well, that's a good clue. Super. Thanks for letting us know about that. James is passing out tickets for some reason. Oh, we're evidently having door prizes. That's awesome. Where's my bingo thing? You know, like B12, right? Anybody? Yeah. Wow, that gave me flashbacks standing in this exact spot doing that exact thing. All right. Well, if there's no other official business, I'll call us adjourned and y'all can visit. We have some, I believe there's some tea and lemonade over there and ice. Unfortunately, our cookie box disappeared, so we have no cookies this evening. I apologize for that. I've missed the last couple of meetings and I hadn't been keeping up on the stock, so that one's on me. So with that, I'll call us adjourned. 73, everybody. Thanks for coming, and please enjoy some fellowship.